You can't get in to see the show without a ticket. I have not yet listened to my Dark Adventure CD Horror in the Museum yet because, well, I didn't have a ticket. In the last video when I was showing it, I looked through it. It was supposed to, one of the props included was supposed to be a ticket to the museum, but it wasn't in there. I got confused. I thought maybe the souvenir book was supposed to act as the ticket, but no, actually the ticket is the ticket. So I sent an email off to the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society, and I told them, I said, I don't have a ticket. And then Sean Branney, he emailed me back and said, well, then we'll get you one. And lo and behold, it came today. Check this out. Admit 1. Subject to terms on reverse. Price 1/6. Rogers Wax Museum, 132 Southwark Street, London, SE1. Number 620123. I wonder if they all have the same number, if they're all individually numbered. No refunds. Dare you gaze into her eyes. Medusa, and many more. And there's even some stuff on the back here. Terms and conditions. Admission valid only on the date issued. Receipt not valid for readmission. The exhibitions in the museum are intended for adults only. Children must be supervised at all times and are not permitted to enter restricted sections. Any patron touching the exhibits will be subject to immediate expulsion without refund. So no climbing in to get funny with Medusa. Patrons enter the exhibition at their own risk. Couches are provided for the convenience of neurasthenic, I'll have to look that word up. Patrons, those with high blood pressure or weakness of the heart, and expectant mothers. No refunds will be given to those who faint or experience nervous distress of any description. Food and drink are not permitted. Oh, you never let us have any fun. No photography. Doggone it. Patrons who wish to accept Mr. Rogers' overnight challenge are advised to apply to the attendant. An overnight challenge. You get to spend the night in the Wax Museum with Medusa and the Peking Homunculus and all those other guys. I wonder if they mentioned it. I didn't really go through the news article in the Chicago, whatever paper this is. It starts with a D, so it's not the Tribune or the Sun Times. But they have the article here talking about the Wax Museum. I didn't really look through it, so I didn't know if it said anything about the overnight challenge. Let's see if it says anything. I always love the little newspaper clippings they include with the audio dramas. I don't always look at the ones that are the articles that pertain to the story. I always look at the other articles involved just to get a sense of the background. You get a sense of there's other stuff going on in the world besides whatever's involved in the drama. I always like looking at the ads too. Let's see here. Doesn't say anything yet. Myths and monsters. That's always the good part. This would have to be where the overnight challenge would be in, because you're gonna spend the night in the room with wax statues of Washington and Thomas Edison. Yeah, it's not quite the same thing. They're not as well. They'd still be pretty freaky because they're wax statues, but come on. Spending the night in the same room with Medusa and the Hydra, that would be freaky. Glass eyes catch the special lighting of the displays, giving them a very eerie sense of animation. Oh. It's blowing in the fan there. Doesn't say anything about an overnight challenge. I don't recall it saying anything here about the ad, in the ad. So you're going to spend the night in the room with Washington and Lincoln and Theodore Roosevelt and Warren G. Harding, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Nicholas J. Pritzker. Okay, I'm not touching that one. Cleopatra, Ivan the Terrible, Big Bill Thompson, Charles Lindbergh, F. Scott and Zelda Fitzgerald, Ernest Hemingway. You're not going to spend the night in a room with those guys and get freaked out, are you? But these guys, yeah, H.H. Holmes, Quasimodo, he's cool. I like Quasi. The Golem, Spring Hill, yeah, these guys. Now these guys, you spend the night in the room with these guys. That'd be kind of freaky. The Peking Homunculus, yeah. And I forgot his name again. The Toad God. Yeah. How'd you like to spend the night with her, guys? I wonder if they'll talk about that in the drama. Maybe they'll go into more detail into it. We'll see. But thank you, Sean Branney, for getting this to me. Thank you for your prompt response. And now that I have the complete set of props and I will definitely be listening to the story, and I will enjoy it even more so now that I've got my ticket. Thank you.